I want to start with something I need you to understand about why I show up here every single day. I don't create content. I provide value to people who need to grow. In turn, through what I offer them, and I build a system that generates the resources to keep doing it at scale. Every day produces. That is the recalibrated anchor. Not views, not followers, not the performance of expertise for an audience still deciding whether the source is worth trusting. Daily value, daily production, daily service to the one soul behind the screen who is ready to receive what I am here to offer. Today, what I am here to offer is the complete dismantling of the label that did more damage to your sovereign development than almost any other single thing. Too sensitive. I want to be precise about what that label actually was and what it actually did. Because it was not, despite how it was delivered, a neutral observation about your emotional range. It was not compassionate feedback designed to help you navigate a world that required resilience. It was not an accurate clinical assessment of your nervous system's calibration relative to some objective standard. It was a request for your compliance, dressed in the language of concern. It was delivered by people, parents, teachers, partners, social environments, whose own comfort depended on your not feeling things as fully as you felt them. Woe's own unexamined emotional landscape required you to reduce yours so that the contrast didn't become uncomfortable. Woe's own numbness had been so thoroughly normalized that your accuracy, your genuine, biological, instrument level accuracy in detecting and reporting what was actually present in your environment felt like a problem to be managed rather than a capacity to be developed. Let me show you what was actually happening in those moments when you were called too sensitive. Your nervous system, which is at its core a sensory instrument designed to detect, process, and respond to information from your environment, was doing exactly what it was designed to do. It was accurately registering the emotional temperature of rooms, the unspoken tensions beneath polished surfaces, the distance between what people said and what their bodies communicated simultaneously, the specific quality of attention in someone's eyes when their words were saying something different. The way a room felt before anyone had said anything worth feeling. And that is not sensitivity as a pathology. That is sensitivity as precision. A high precision instrument placed in an environment that rewards numbness doesn't produce clean data. It produces overwhelm. Because it is detecting signals that everyone else in the environment has learned to filter out. And when you reported those signals, when your behavior or your distress or your confusion reflected the accuracy of what you were detecting, the environment had one reliable response. The problem is the instrument, not the data the instrument is collecting. And you believed them. Of course you believed them. You were young enough and dependent enough and surrounded thoroughly enough by the consensus that your accuracy was excessive, that eventually you began to manage it. To suppress the instrument, to build the numbness layer by layer until you could sit in rooms that your nervous system was accurately reporting as unsafe and produce the behavioral output of someone who felt nothing worth acting on. And that suppression, that learned, adaptive, entirely understandable suppression of your own most precise biological capacity, is what you have been calling healing from sensitivity. But here is what is actually happening as you genuinely heal. The numbness is dissolving layer by layer. The adaptive suppression that protected you in environments that couldn't hold your accuracy is releasing as you build the internal safety that makes that protection unnecessary. And as it releases, the instrument comes back online. And coming back online after years of suppression feels physically, somatically, undeniably like becoming more sensitive. It isn't. You are becoming less numb. Those are not the same thing. And the distinction between them changes everything about how you relate to what you are experiencing. Becoming more sensitive would mean The instrument is malfunctioning. Becoming more accurate would mean the instrument is being calibrated. Becoming less numb means the suppression layer is dissolving and the instrument is returning to its natural function. After years of forced inactivity, what you are experiencing right now is not a regression. It is not evidence that healing made you worse. It is the most advanced stage of the recovery process. The stage where this thing that was suppressed to keep you safe in unsafe environments is finally becoming available again in an environment you have worked to make safe enough to hold it. I look at what I am building here with a complete transparency. 204 subscribers on YouTube, 85,000 total views, 185 followers on TikTok, 155,000 total views on TikTok, Rumble building from zero, 450 videos produced, 400 on TikTok, 27 people who found a free reset, one who walked the complete path. Building this system from €23 toward €250,000 by September 2027. Every one of those numbers was produced by showing up with the instrument fully online. Not managed, not suppressed, not reduced to a frequency the algorithm or the audience or the social environment found more comfortable. Full signal, full accuracy, full transmission of exactly what the instrument is detecting without the numbness layer filtering it into something more palatable. That is not a content strategy, that is the sovereign application of the very capacity that was called too sensitive for your entire developmental history. The gap between 155,000 TikTok views and 27 people who moved is the numbness gap. Most people watching feel the accuracy of what this content detects and reports. Feel it land in their own instrument with a precision that confirms the instrument is still functioning beneath whatever suppression layer they've built, and then the adaptive numbness activates. The protection protocol runs. The accuracy gets filed under too much feeling to act on right now. That filing is not weakness. It is the numbness doing exactly what it was trained to do, protecting the system from its own accuracy until the system is safe enough to hold what the accuracy is reporting. The mirror practice was built for the specific moment when the numbness starts to dissolve and the instrument starts to come back online, and The overwhelm of returning accuracy needs somewhere to land. That isn't another suppression layer. It is not designed to make you less sensitive. It is designed to build the internal capacity to hold the full accuracy of your instrument without the overwhelm that sends you back into numbness as the only available regulation strategy. 27 people have begun building that capacity. One has completed it. The reset is free, 1 minute of direct contact with your own instrument, not management of it, not suppression of it, but actually biological familiarity with what it feels like to let the accuracy land without immediately needing to file it somewhere safer. The full mirror practice is €19. It is the complete architecture for the nervous system coming back online after years of learning suppression. You are never too sensitive, soul. You are always too accurate for the life they needed you to accept, and the life that can actually hold your full accuracy, the sovereign one, the one being built one daily production at a time, from €23 toward €250,000. That life requires the instrument fully online, not managed, not suppressed, fully, sovereignly, unapologetically precise. Job precise in the comments. If you have spent years apologizing for how accurately you feel things, I am Tudor. My anchor is recalibrated. The instrument is fully online. Every day produces. I'll see you at the full accuracy.